wanna be happy tonight.
Alrighty, so after the school year is finally done, which has been a long year for us, we've decided to celebrate a little bit. And one of the ways we're going to celebrate is by going to dinner or
It's
to
not
lunch.
dinner, but
We're heading to lunch at a cafe.
It's a brunch.
We're heading to lunch on a cafe near my school. We got a gift card for it from my students at the end of the school year.
Yes.
So we're heading out to use that. And,
yeah. Saturday date.
Yeah. And hopefully we'll run into some of them, so Christy can finally meet them. You know, a couple of them works at the cafe, so it'll be fun to introduce her to them. Even though she'll be so embarrassed, she'll try to hide under the table like she normally do when she meets new people.
I'm always hiding.
Yeah, she's a little bit shy. Except on the internet for some reason.
Yeah, except with my friend, internet, Facebook, everything. I'm not, but
yeah, even with me, she's shy.
sometimes.
Yeah, no, we just want to relax. We had a bit of a long night yesterday. We're just about to go to bed when we heard like a voice outside, and turns out it was a 14-year-old girl who was desperately trying to call a friend of hers to come get him to pick her up. Well, she was going to go take the bus to another train station, and
it's not bus, it's taxi.
You know, she was talking about a bus on the phone, and she was really loud, and I just couldn't really go to bed, so I decided to listen in. And at some point she mentions that she's 14 years old. I couldn't really let that go. She was drunk, so she went to the train station, and we kind of got up and we went after to make sure she was okay. And when we got to the train station, she was, well, I wouldn't say in a shouting match, but she was having a very loud discussion with the taxi driver, trying to convince him to drive her where she needed to go, and telling him he would get paid once she got there. He didn't really believe her, nor did he want to listen. So
yeah, because he told you that she's not really drunk.
Yeah, he was not really paying attention.
She's fine.
Yeah, she was not fine. Like, we stood there for a while.
But the taxi driver told you about that.
Yeah, we stood there for a while, and then finally when I realized that the doctor wasn't actually or the taxi driver really wasn't going to help her, we went over to her, and she immediately came straight over to us, pretty much approached us halfway through and asked if we had a car and if we would drive her to where she needed to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that alone tells me she was drunk. Like a 14-year-old girl would not, unless she's stupid, she wouldn't ask a random person to drive her somewhere. But I'd already told Christy that we were going to do it if she needed it, and yeah. So Christy stayed with her on the train station, made sure she was okay, and I went back and got the car, and we ended up driving 20 minutes with her in the car. I gave her an unopened soda and some stuff so she could sober up a little bit, and then we drove her to where she wanted to sleep for the night. There's people she knew, so she was safe. We probably should have called the cops, honestly.
But she told us that.
Yeah, she didn't want us calling the cops. She didn't want us
otherwise she will run away.
Yeah, I was 100% sure she was going to run away if we tried to call the cops, or even if the cops arrived. So yeah, no, I just drove her to some place where she was safe, and we got home around 2 o'clock last night. Yeah, and so we're just taking a day where we can just relax and do what we want, pretty much. It was a little bit of a weird experience.
Yeah, exactly.
But at the same time, one of the things I kept saying to Krista, said that a lot yesterday, was that if that had been my daughter out at 14, even though I would never allow my daughter at 14 be out without supervision like that, especially not drinking. And you know, I'm saying this because all of you who are not from Denmark don't know this, but in Denmark the legal drinking age is 15. So like 14 is still too young, but like we allow teenagers to drink at 15. But I would never allow that. But if she had snuck out at 14, I would want her to be safe and somebody to do what we did yesterday. I guess at least make sure she's safe. So
yeah, I don't think. Yeah, she's safe actually.
yeah, like she called. She was on the phone with several of her friends throughout the drive, and they were just as shocked as we were that she would get into the car with us. Honestly. But like when she kept telling them who she was going to sleep at or whose place she was going to sleep at and stuff, like well, from what we gathered, they all knew each other and nobody had any problems with her going to sleep at their place. They were just mainly concerned of the fact that she got into a car with two random strangers, which, to be fair, I was surprised she did as well. Like really, but yeah. Anyway, dinner time or lunchtime.
Lunchtime.
Yeah, time to relax.
Lunchtime is coming soon.
Yeah. So yeah, have fun.
Actually, told Lovely yesterday. I think. Yeah, it's because she is making spring roll for the next weekend. I should ask her if we can come so I can help her. Then she told me that she doesn't want. She wants to be alone. So we have time to.
Yeah, time for romance.
Nah,
Plenty of kisses at the table today.
it's time for date.
Yeah, we haven't been on a date in a while.
No, we're not.
We haven't actually been out to dinner since Lovely's birthday last year
Yeah,
because of COVID.
exactly. And it's Corona. We can't go anywhere. It's closed.
Yeah, so
All the cafe.
but now we can sit outside without needing our Corona tests. We don't need to wear masks outside. Like we're very lucky. We live in a part of Denmark that hasn't really seen that high infection numbers. So considering how many cases we have down here, the chances of us catching COVID is relatively small.
No, because some of the old people is already had vaccinated.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're vaccinated soon.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Probably not until the end of August, honestly. We're right in the middle. Right now they're doing 18 to 21 and 55 to 50, I think. So once they're done with those age groups, it'll be 49 to 45 and then 21 to 26, 25.
And we're the last.
Yeah, we're in the last because we're in our 30s. Yay.
30s.
Yeah, basically we saw a huge spike coming in the younger crowd earlier this year. But then again, we have traditions in Denmark like last days of school and graduations. Like, let them have their fun. Like, I'd rather see them vaccinated and being able to go out and have the fun they normally do. Like, I remember my time as a student, as a graduate. When I graduated, like there was 2 weeks where I basically wasn't home, like partying constantly. It's really fun. Let them have that. Rather have that than then end up having them all have Corona. So yeah,
Yes.
pro-vax. Yeah. Ja, det er Nikolaj. Jeg er hjemme.
Ja,
Ja. Vi besøger Christy og mig om et kvarters tid.
ja. I må gerne komme. Glem ikke sidder derude og fuger, og jeg laver jo til sølvbryllup, men I må gerne komme.
Jamen, det vil vi gerne. Det bliver ikke ret lang tid, men vi kommer.
Okay, så
Okay.
gør I bare.
Hej.
Tak, vi ses. Hej hej.
It's nice. Yummy.
Yeah, it's okay.
Need the chain.
No,
Hopefully.
because it finishes now.
We're here.